Meek Mill. After he beefed with Drake in 2015, it looked like Meek had completely fallen off. But after making a short comeback, he became the industry laughingstock once again after he was accused of being a fake gangster and even being Diddy's lover in leaked court
Nubini
documents.
Pizzanini.
I'm at a point in my life like we all grew up in the streets. We try to be better, but
Nubini
they
Pizzanini.
labeled us felons.
Smoke Perp. Once seen as the next SoundCloud star, Perp's career tanked after people got tired of his music. First, the worst freestyle ever.
I don't really want limelight. Niggas put me in the motherfucking limelight. Niggas put me in the motherfucking limelight.
Then, he stopped showing up to shows, and when he did show up, they were empty. Fans have accused him of falling off, but his denial and addiction issues have pushed away even his closest friends. CJ. After Whoopty blew up, CJ was accused of faking gang ties and biting off the rising popularity of drill, and it turned out that was all true. CJ wasn't a real blood at all. He faked his gang ties for clout, got beat up for it, and even got exposed as an industry plant with a producer uncle. Famous Dex. Once a star of the SoundCloud era, Dex was addicted to self-destruction. First, he started posting videos of himself tweaking. He had a clear addiction problem.
It takes a big man to resist the primal urge to say I told you so when it turns out they were right when everyone was saying they were wrong. I am not that big of a man. I'm only 5'6". I'm fun size, baby. I'm petite. So here's me saying I told you so. 8 days ago, I made a video called I Don't Believe It, talking about how everyone was parading around and celebrating that Nina Lynn had been permanently banned on Twitch based on literally zero evidence whatsoever. No statements from Twitch, no nothing. In fact, Nina herself even said that's not true, but people still said she's full of barnacles, she's definitely permabanned, off nothing but pure hopium and fantasy. I went against the grain saying I don't think that's the case. I don't think Twitch is going to have her permanently banned, but would love to be wrong. Fast forward to right now, turns out I wasn't wrong. She is unbanned and literally streaming this very moment. And if you turn your attention to her chat, you get a peek inside what Arkham Asylum must look like in the modern age. I cannot imagine, I can't even picture what losers must look like that are spamming W in a Nina Lynn stream. This is sexual assault superstar Nina Lynn, and people are excited to see her content again. Using the term content very loosey-goosey there because all she does is go on stream and whine about her haters and how much she doesn't care and actually loves her haters. Stay mad, fuck your mom. Then she'll go out in public with fake bravado and pretending to be all tough. It's just absurd to even imagine someone being entertained with those jingling keys, because basically he just goes out and just says, fuck your mom! And that's it. But maybe they're very excited to shower with money because they're hoping they'll be her next sexual assault victim. Maybe that's what they're sitting their fingers crossed with as they throw dollars out of their wallet at her. A brief lore recap for those that are blissfully unaware of who she is. She is a streamer who has on-stream sexually assaulted someone, and then turned it into a joke after the fact, even said that they should be embarrassed to even feel like they got sexually assaulted. She then also stole from Target on stream and then bragged about how much she steals from Target. All of this broadcast on Twitch, mind you. And she hasn't been permanently banned for it. She got 3-week ban in total. So I think it's a pretty clear message from Twitch that they don't take crimes like sexual assault or stealing all that seriously. They're willing to turn the other cheek if you're bringing in some viewership and some money to Twitch. A pretty awesome message to be sending to the community where sexual assault savant Nina Lynn is welcomed back with open arms from Twitch itself, even after unapologetically broadcasting it and then turning the sexual assault event into a joke on her stream, as if it's not a big deal and doesn't matter or anything. But you've really outdone yourself here, Twitch. It's actually unbelievable. There is no clear consistency with the way Twitch enforces their rules. So you can commit serious crimes like sexual assault on Twitch, but if you're popular enough, that's okay. They'll let that slide after a couple weeks of vacation, which, by the way, wasn't because of the sexual assault. The 3-week ban was because of the stealing from Target. And I feel like they were probably trying to make up for like only banning her for like 24 hours or whatever it was after the sexual assault. But even then, 3 weeks, yeah, I'm sure Nina Lynn really learned her lesson, and it definitely sounds like she did on her return stream, that's for sure. There is no consistency to how Twitch enforces their own rules. So a notable example is in 2023, a streamer named Scumnut got indefinitely banned for a joke where he typed, "I'll kick you to death" in one of his friends' chat, in reference to a God of War run he was doing, which was kick only. This was one message to a friend of his that was clearly in jest, and he received a year-long ban and only got the ban lifted because that friend was able to argue with Twitch staff himself to get Scumnut back on the platform. Like, imagine a world where you get banned for a year for what is clearly a very quick one-message joke to a friend of yours, yet sexual assault and other crimes are only punished for 3 weeks. It's absurd. Anyway, let's take a quick peek at the intro to Nina Lynn's return stream. There's no point in diving into a lot of it, because all it is her just being, like, really loud and obnoxious.
Even after this whole ban, listen, bro! The haters gon' hate! But listen, ain't no better marketing team than the haters. I'll tell you that right now. Guys, I'm not even joking when I tell you this. Bro, I love it. I love it, bro. I love the support, the hate, the everything, bro. We love all that shit. We love all that shit. Give it to me, bitch. Oh my God. Oh my God. The girl Wonder. The girl Wonder with the 10. I saw you earlier. You was giving out 5s and shit too. Shout out to the girl Wonder, man.
And she really has the voice of an angel and the mouth of a sailor. What an incredible combination. And she is as loud as a child on Xbox Live. The perfect recipe for incredible success. So much financial gain, even after blatantly sexually assaulting someone. Yes, sir, that's sexual assault superstar Nina Lynn back in action. Hide your cheeks, because she's coming for him without consent. It's incredible stuff, Twitch. You've really outdone yourself here. What a strong message you're sending. Now, it's not all just her gloating to her haters. She's also doing something really nice this holiday season for some kids, where she's going to be giving them money. So I'm going to go ahead and play a quick segment there of her maybe turning a new leaf here and doing something nice.
Maybe I'm spoiling it. Fuck it, I'ma spoil it. I have some news for y'all. I also have, tomorrow we are giving 120 to 100 orphans or, you know, recreational
Santa
kids
hotspot.
that we're gonna be donating money. We got some sponsors on deck. I'm gonna invite you guys on it. But the money is gonna go towards the kids, bro. I'm very proud to say that I've been working on it for a week now. Anyways, that's tomorrow. That's tomorrow, guys.
Santa
That's tomorrow. We're not gonna worry about that right now. But you know, Christmas is really for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm Grinch, I might just dress up like Grinch. Who knows?
Sounds very sweet. I'm sure that's coming from a place of genuine care, no doubt. Now, one thing I couldn't help but notice when watching her return stream is a lot of people in her chat were very upset she was wearing a mask. So there are some people that were spamming take the mask off, some of them caps locking, mask off, that kind of thing. There was even one guy multiple times begging, please take the mask off, and then pleading to mods, make her take the mask off, which is so incredibly sad. It's like they're just desperate to goon to her or something. That's why they're there. So like when she had the mask on, they were shaking their fists, no! Take the mask off! What fucking losers. Holy shit. I just had to point that out. I didn't screenshot all of them, and I don't feel like going back through and doing it. But when she had the Grinch mask on, there were people, like, really upset that there was a mask she was wearing this time around. But anyway, this whole thing is me just basically saying I told you so.
UFC walkout photo. On October 18th, 2025, a UFC Fight Night match between Brendan Allen and Ryanair the Ritter in Vancouver went viral across the internet, but not because of the fight itself. Instead, the moment that caught everyone's attention happened during Brendan's walkout. A small handful of people noticed that as he was making his way to the octagon, a fan flashed his phone to the camera for a split second, showing
Santa
what looked
hotspot.
like a very disturbing image. What a lot of people thought was the picture of a lifeless body lying on the ground. What made this already creepy incident even more disturbing was when the camera moved a bit further and showed the person who was holding the phone. He was wearing a luchador-inspired wrestling mask, likely to hide his identity, all while looking directly at the camera with an unsettling, almost psychotic smile on his face. Which begs the question, what was this picture? And why did he show it on live TV to an audience of millions? Reverse image searching the picture on the phone doesn't bring up any similar results, and no one has been able to link it to
Santa
some movie or
hotspot.
TV show either. In other words, the person holding the phone likely took the picture themselves, and judging from what it looks like, the most disturbing explanation that comes to mind is that the man in the luchador mask had killed the person before. The person appeared to have heavy bruises, including black eyes and possibly a bloody mouth. Even if they were alive, they appeared to be in serious danger, possibly after being kidnapped by the perpetrator. And while this might sound absurd at first, it's definitely a real possibility to consider. There have been countless killers throughout history who craved attention and deliberately left behind clues to become famous. Maybe this particular killer thought showing off their crime on TV was the best way to receive that attention. And with the virality and discussion online, he certainly achieved that goal. On a similar note, this could also be a ransom kidnapping situation, where the stunt was meant to publicly prove the victim was still alive to their family, especially since sending the photo directly would risk law enforcement tracing it back to the kidnappers. That said, there are a few notable innocent theories suggesting the opposite that have likely kept law enforcement from conducting any real investigation. Some have suggested that this was nothing more than a prank. As a user on Reddit speculated, "To me, it looks like some college-aged guy laying on a bathroom floor with makeup on. Could be a dude who got so drunk his mates decided to mess with him by drawing on his face or putting makeup on him, then took a picture. One of them decided to shame him even further by flashing it at the UFC when he knew the cameras would be broadcasting." It's also possible that it could be a deliberate attempt to create a creepy hoax, especially since it happened fairly close to Halloween. Cropping out just the phone and brightening up the image also makes it look a bit more like a regular photo. Some argue that now it looks like a man simply sunbathing on an outdoor lounge chair with a pool in the background. But why would someone be motivated to show something like this if it really was an innocent picture? At the end of the day, all of these theories are just guesses, and any number of things could really be going on here, innocent or disturbing. Because the masked man's identity was never revealed, we will likely never know for sure. Buried alive in Brazil. In January 2018, a 37-year-old Brazilian woman named Rosangela Almeida was going about her day when she suddenly collapsed out of nowhere. She was rushed to the hospital where doctors found that she had experienced 2 cardiac arrests. She was in critical condition and eventually passed away on January 28 after barely clinging to life for a few days in the ICU. Her family held a memorial service for her that evening, and she was buried in the Sonora Santana Cemetery near her hometown. Her remains were placed in a wooden casket which was encased in a solid concrete tomb. Losing her at such a young age was devastating for her family, and especially her mother. What none of them knew, however, was that their grief was about to take. Neighbors immediately alerted her family upon making this discovery, fearing that she might have been falsely declared deceased and was still alive when buried. What made the situation even more concerning was the fact that